6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Hassan Gilani. First, the headlines. The National Constitutional Convention held in connection with the Golden Jubilee of 1973 Constitution at National Assembly Hall today passed a resolution calling upon all state organs to ensure full implementation of 1973 Constitution. Prime Minister, while addressing the National Constitutional Convention in Islamabad today, paid glowing tributes to the framers of 1973 Constitution for giving the country a unanimous document. Senate passed a resolution today demanding to hold general elections for National Assembly and all the provincial assemblies simultaneously for strengthening the federation. Finance Minister introduced Money Bill 2023 in National Assembly today to seek funding for holding of general elections in Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Economic Coordination Committee has decided to declare all 72,869 applications received under regular Hajj scheme successful without balloting. Amnesty International has strongly criticized Indian Prime Minister for pursuing hardline Hindutva policies, particularly targeting people in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. And now the news in detail. A National Constitutional Convention held in connection with the Golden Jubilee of 1973 Constitution at National Assembly Hall today passed a resolution pledging to protect and defend the Constitution of Pakistan in letter and spirit. The resolution, moved by Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif, called upon all the state organs to ensure that the Constitution of 1973 is fully implemented and that the rights and the interests of the people of Pakistan are protected and safeguarded. Prime Minister Shehbaz Sharif has stressed that the country can be steered out of challenges by working together. Speaking at the National Constitutional Convention in the National Assembly Hall in Islamabad today, he said, each political party will run election campaign on their respective manifestos, but when there is a realization of the importance of working collectively, then matters can be addressed. The Prime Minister paid glowing tributes to the framers of 1973 Constitution, including Shahid Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, saying they pursued the course of consultation instead of confrontation and gave the country a constitution which is keeping the federating units united. The National Constitutional Convention passed another resolution paying homage to the framers of the Constitution for drafting the country's constitution, which remains a beacon of hope and inspiration for the people of Pakistan. The resolution, moved by Mia Raza Rabbani, reaffirmed its commitment to upholding the Constitution and rule of law and to ensuring that the Constitution remains a living document that reflects the aspirations and needs of the people of Pakistan. In yet another resolution moved by Finance Minister Ishaq Dar, the National Constitutional Convention declared that the National Assembly Hall in the State Bank building in Islamabad as a national heritage and recognized its cultural and historic significance to Pakistan. It directed the relevant government agencies to take immediate steps to restore the National Assembly in the SBP building to its former glory and ensure that it is maintained in good condition for the prosperity. Another resolution moved by Minister for Information and Broadcasting Maryam Aurangzeb resolved that the Constitution and democratic civic education shall be made compulsory part of the curriculum. The resolution said the public service broadcasters and independent media shall devote a fair amount of time to expand understanding about the Constitution and its relevance as a vibrant contract between the citizens and the state of Pakistan. All the resolutions were unanimously passed by the convention. The Senate today passed a resolution demanding that the general elections for the National Assembly and all the provincial assemblies should be held simultaneously for strengthening the federation. The resolution, moved by Tahir Bazinjo, noted that the House firmly believes that the political stability is important for economic stability. Winding up discussion on a motion, Minister for Power Khurram Dastagir Khan said that 3,300 megawatts of electricity is being produced from Thar coal project. He said 4 of the Thar coal projects which faced criminal delay during the previous government have now been completed over the last 11 months. Minister for Poverty Alleviation and Social Safety Shazia Mari has said that the government is working to provide relief to the poor people. Speaking in the Senate today, she said the government has provided 404 billion rupees for Benazir Income Support Program. The House has now been prorogued. This is Radio Pakistan. Finance Minister Ishaq Dar introduced the Money Bill 2023 titled Charge Sum for General Elections, Provincial Assemblies of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa Bill 2023 in the National Assembly today. Speaking on the occasion, he said the government is laying this bill before the House in light of the Supreme Court's orders to release 21 billion rupees to Election Commission of Pakistan to hold general elections in Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The chair referred the bill to the standing committee concerned. The finance minister said the coalition government fully believes in the supremacy of the parliament and rule of law and the constitution. He said PTI members resigned from the National Assembly and disrespected the public mandate. Besides, it organized dissolution of the provincial assemblies of Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa even before the completion of their constitutional tenure. The House will now meet on Thursday at 2 p.m. The Economic Coordination Committee (ECC) of the Cabinet has decided that all 72,869 applications received under the regular Hajj scheme shall be declared successful without balloting. The decision to this effect was taken at the ECC meeting held in Islamabad today, with Minister for Finance and Revenue Senator Muhammad Ishaq Dar in the chair. The ECC also accorded approval to the additional financial requirements of $163 million of foreign exchange for Hajj this year. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the Srinagar's Lal Chowk massacre of 1973 that completed 30 years today continues to be one of the grisliest incidents of brutality and gross human rights violations committed by Indian troops and paramilitary personnel in the territory. According to Kashmir Media Service, on 10th of April 1993, a large section of Lal Chowk housing markets, shrines and schools was burnt to ground by the Indian troops. More than 60 houses, 150 shops were completely burnt to ashes. Over 125 innocent civilians were killed, 47 of them burnt alive by the Indian paramilitary Border Security Force. The UK-based Amnesty International says Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi continues to hit international headlines for all the wrong reasons, including his increasingly hardline Hindutva policies that are particularly targeting people in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The Amnesty is one of the posts displayed on its website mention some key issues recently highlighted in the press. On the other hand, tension prevailed after a Hindutva armed group vandalized a mosque and attacked Namazis inside a mosque in BJP-ruled Indian state of Haryana. Saudi and Omani delegations have held talks with the Houthi officials in Yemeni capital Sana'a as part of the international efforts to find a settlement to Yemen's 9-year conflict. A Houthi leader, Mohammed al-Baqiti, in a tweet said that Saudi and Omani officials are discussing ways to achieve a comprehensive and lasting peace in the region. A Palestinian child has been martyred by Israeli forces in the Aqabet Jafar refugee camp in Jericho. The 15-year-old child was shot in the head, chest and stomach. And finally, the weather. Dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while hot in central and southern parts during the next 12 hours. However, rain is expected at isolated places in Chitral, Dir and Kurram. And now the headlines once again. The National Constitutional Convention held in connection with the Golden Jubilee of 1973 Constitution at National Assembly Hall today passed a resolution calling upon all state organs to ensure fully implementation of 1973 Constitution. The Senate passed a resolution today demanding to hold general elections for the National Assembly and all the provincial assemblies simultaneously for strengthening the Constitution. And this is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.